And finally today it is time for Justin's Choice. And Justin's Choice for best back to school, but it's my favorite part of the show too, by the way.
Of course it is.
She hates this part of the program
No, I
it really is
don't.
my time to shine.
Yeah,
but
whatever.
Justin's Choice for best back to school business goes to our great friends at the First Academy. I have Bishop McCray is here with me, Sarah Donovan. You were pronouncing his name wrong this whole time until right before the show. I feel
Why
like we
would
really
you call
brought
her
you
out
two
like
together.
that?
Well, she did. We have guy code. You know this. We have girl code.
You learn something new every day. That's what we're all about at our school.
The First Academy. Most people know about you guys. Some people might not. What is the First Academy all about?
So the First Academy is a Christ-centered college prep school located right in the heart of Orlando. We've been around for 35
Wow.
years, so going strong, and we serve anywhere from preschool through 12th grade students. We have a very rigorous spiritual formation program as well as academic program. And the really neat thing about the First Academy is we're really a destination school. We have our 5-day program, regular education program, but we also serve a hybrid homeschool program and special needs program as well at our school.
And when you talk about religion or Christian based, it's not just really pigeonholed to one type of feeling, right? I mean, you're accepting.
Absolutely. So we see every child as a value, and so our job is to really make disciples out of disciples and grow them in their faith, but grow them to go on to pursue their passions, to be strong academically, strong of heart and mind.
Absolutely. When you see children who start their preschool and then you see them graduate so many years later, because you've done such a great job with them throughout, the parents wouldn't even consider changing. How does that make you feel when you see these children graduate and become really young adults?
Well, I think it just speaks to the program itself. The First Academy is all about family. It's all about development as well. And so we see kids come in one way, we see them go out a different way, and that's called the process. It's all about how we are processing kids and develop them to be those citizens that we really need in our society now.
After that 12th grade year, where do you see these students going? Because I've heard a lot of great stories about your students going on to some really special things.
Absolutely. And so, we're Christ-centered, so some students go into the mission field, but the majority go on to pursue careers across the board. And so attorneys, engineers, teachers, but we also have really strong athletes that go on and play intercollegiate sports, fine arts programs, and so top 25 universities. It's just incredible to see that at one school, all the different paths that those students go on to and pursue and become successful in.
A lot of parents, such as myself, you have to make a decision when you have, like me, I have 2 young daughters, and when they started kindergarten, we had to make a decision, okay, are we going to go to a public school, or are we going to go to a private school? It's a decision that has to be made. What goes into making that decision?
I think one of the things you have to look at your outcomes that you're expecting for your kids. Understanding going to TFA is an investment. But it's an investment that you're also learning, that your kids are learning so much more than just academics, but it's also spiritual growth that is taking place. And when that's a high value for you, you invest into it. And when you invest right, you always find that the right outcomes take place. And that's the reason why I believe a lot of parents are choosing this method of going to TFA because it competes with all the other schools. And as a matter of fact, I think it exceeds a lot of different schools and what that school offers. And then to have that safety of the school, understanding what our kids are being taught, and putting them in a system that is comfortable to the upbringing that we desire for our family households, it's a worthwhile investment.
Yeah, it's like you treat your students like you would treat your own children at TFA. It's that there's so much care over there, and quite frankly, I don't know if you can say this, I can. When it comes to private schools in Central Florida, there's certainly a very upper tier of them, at least the way I envision it. TFA is right there at the very top of the list.
You're absolutely correct.
Okay.
You're absolutely correct.
What makes parents choose TFA to invest their money in their children?
I think the first thing is looking at how the parent and the students are also looking at the faculty and the students' relationships. So when you start thinking about how the faculty-student relationships, the opportunities, the parent universities that TFA offer, as well as our PTAs, and just some of the different ways that parents can also put themselves involved in the program, that is definitely a place for me that allowed me to make a decision. And then looking at the growth potential of the students, seeing just how much the administrative and the staff care about our kids and want to see them walk all the way through is extremely impressive.
You know, for a parent, there's the step that we go from just thinking about sending my child to TFA to actually coming there and to explore TFA. And sometimes that step is hard to make because we don't really know you guys. And this is all about you getting to know the people of Central Florida, the parents of Central Florida. But let's say I want to take that next step. I want to come see you. I want to come see what TFA is all about. How do I do that?
So we would love for families to tour on campus. It's really an experience in itself. I liken it to a neighborhood, visiting a neighborhood. It's very warm, very welcoming. We love seeing tours on campus, and so schedule a personal tour. Visit our classrooms, walk our hallways, see the TFA difference. We have great parent and student ambassadors that love to stop and talk with families along the tour too, and to see their perspective is just irreplaceable on campus.
And that football coach of yours, Coach Kennard, I'm telling you, great guy, good friend of mine. You better tell him I said hello as well.
Definitely
We
will.
will.
We have a great program there at TFA.
It's amazing. Yeah, thank you guys. So nice to meet you. Keep up the good work for the students and the parents of all of Central Florida. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much. It's an honor.
If your kids are looking at going to private school, TFA is right at the top of the list, don't you think?
Definitely, it's up there.
Man, I know you played a lot of sports
I
against them
did.
growing up too, huh?
I had a lot of friendly competition with TFA, and I'm glad I did. They're a great school to
Not
definitely
always
compete with.
friendly, but
Oh,
sometimes
always friendly.
What a great episode today. It is back to school. Back to school at a very important time for parents and students alike. And I think we've done a really good job of showing off the great businesses that we have in Central Florida for our great students, huh?
Yeah, most definitely.
Kayla Nichols, great job today as always. To our WKMG-based crew, even Anand, who tries to mess with the teleprompter on me very often, and Bob, Philip, Tyson, Ivan, the whole crew. Cody is here as well. Hit record series now, and we'll see you next week for more Best of Central Florida.